Stampers, am I live? Is this going? How are you guys? Happy Wednesday. I am just getting set up with my iPad so I can follow along. And hopefully you guys can find me. All right, so I found my iPad. Woohoo, having a good one. All right, so there we are. How are you? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So this is the card. I got stuff on my card. Oh no, it's glue. Of course, it's me. I have glue everywhere. So we're going to make this card today. How stinking cute is it? And it's so cheery and it's really, really easy to make. So this little guy is from the Gnome for the Holidays stamp set. It's a cling mount set. It's really cute. It's got 3 different gnomes, a little home here, and some nice little sayings. Perfect for a beginner stamper because it does have a mixture of focal points as well as text and sentiment. So it is, I have quickly fallen in love with this stamp set. It is so stinking cute, and I can't wait to share some of the other cards that I've made with you. But tonight we're going to make this Starburst one. So it's really easy. It's using DSP to focus. And yeah, so let's get started. I will put, oh, I don't know what that noise was. I will put all the dimensions in the bottom of this post. I'll also put a link to my blog where I will go through a little bit more of the details. But if you watch this video, it's pretty simple. You'll figure it out, I'm sure. So what we need to do for this card, I'm just going to place it over here, is we need a piece of real red cardstock. So this is just a normal piece of cardstock cut in half. So this is 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to bring in our scoring tool here, and we are going to score it at 4 1/4. So today is the last day of September, and it sure feels like it out there. The temperature has just dropped. All right, so if you're here, make sure that you leave a comment so I know that you're here. Okay, so that's real red. We also need 2 pieces of Mossy Meadow cardstock. Okay, and this is 5 1/4 by 4. So 2 pieces of that. I'll show you why you need 2. We have a piece of Whisper White at 5 1/4 by 4, and that's for the inside of the card for us to stamp. We also need these die cuts. So this is the layering ovals and the stitched shape, and that's for our stamping. We need some scrap to put our sentiment on, and then we need some DSP. So I have gone and pre-cut this. So you guys, hey Sandy, how are you? Hope you're having a great day. I've gone and pre-cut this so that you don't have to watch me do it, but I'll give you the dimensions. So we need 1 piece of DSP. DSP is Designer Series paper. This Designer Series paper is from the Heartwarming Hugs. Look at it. Oh, I don't have very much left of it, so it's a little bit of a mess. It's Heartwarming Hugs, and it's really cute. It's the traditional Christmas colors, the red and the greens, and obviously you can tell I have very little left, and I love it. So, and I will tell you a little bit more about this, but starting tomorrow, we have a sale on DSP, on Designer Series paper, and this is in it. So guess what I'm buying tomorrow? Woohoo! All right. So from that package, I used all the cardstock from that package, and you have different designs here. So this one is 1 1/2 by 4 1/2. We need another piece with a different design that is 4 by 1 1/2. We need 2 pieces that are 3 by 1 1/2, and then we need 3 pieces that are 2 by 1 1/2. So it's not a lot of cutting. You can see my pieces here that I have already cut out. So what we do then is we take we have, so this is the one, this is the 4.5 by 1.5. So we just take our trimmer and we're just going to make triangles with it. So we're going to line one corner here and the opposite corner in the track as well. Okay, so corner to corner, opposite sides, and then we're just going to cut it. And that's all we do to make our starbursts. Okay, really simple. So just opposite corners along the track, give it a cut, and we're done. If you don't have this trimmer, you can just, you know, place it again on whatever trimmer you have and just cut it. All right, so what we're going to do then is we're going to take all of our little pieces. We're going to take one of our Mossy Meadows, and we're just going to randomly put strips of paper down. So we do need to keep in mind that we are going to be covering the ugly part, okay, with our little guy, with our little gnome. So we want to position it so that all of these points, and it doesn't matter if they overlap, are in the same spot, if that makes sense, so that we can cover it with our piece there. All right, I have extra paper because I showed you how to cut one. So all I do is just, I'm leaving an equal amount of space, okay, between, I'm not putting any glue on it right now, I'm just positioning everything so I can get everything to kind of line up the way I want it. And I'm just making sure that for the ones that I need longer pieces, that I have them covered. Okay. And you do want to alternate so that the pattern is pleasing with your eyes. So I'm going to need a fairly long one here. So I think I'll put this one. I have a lot of green down there. So maybe I'll put a red one down here. Okay, and then another green one here. Sometimes they don't fit. You gotta play with how you're putting them. But I think we're gonna be okay. I think this is gonna work. I have extra pieces here. Why do I have extra pieces? Oh, I know why, because I cut an extra thing to show you. All right. So what do you think? Does that work? Do you like that? I think that works. The only thing that I don't like is I can see the corner here. So I'm going to move this one a little bit. All right. So now, could you please move the paper up higher? Oh, sorry. I have moved my camera again. All right, let's just move the whole thing up. Is that better? I can't tell. All right, is that better? Can you see that, Sandy? Hopefully that's better. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I want to be able to still move them a little bit. So I am going to bring in my handy little silicone mat here, and I am going to move these guys over. I should have done it on the mat instead of doing this, but that's whatever. All right. There we go. So I have them basically in the position that I want. What I found is you don't want the glue hanging over on your page because it'll just make a big mess, right? So what I found was the best is to just put glue where the paper is going to go. So I'm just going to stick this paper down, okay? And I have a couple minutes to move it. And then I will put this one down. Okay, again, I'm just going to stick the glue in here. Keep in mind the top of the points are going to be hidden underneath our oval. Okay. And so I just keep working all the way around, doing the same. You can put the glue on the edge. I just found that it made a big mess when I went to cut, and I One thing that I do not like is glue on my trimmer. And for those of you that have stamped with me, you know that me and glue are not good friends. A bit more? All right. Hopefully that's better. You know what's happening is my camera mount is sagging as the video goes. I hope it doesn't fall. If there's a big crash, that's what it is. Gotta tighten up my my mount there. All right, and we just keep going all the way around. See how easy this is? The DSP does the work for us. All right. I do want to make sure that wherever I need a long piece, that I do get the long piece covered, so that I don't run into being short. And you can always, if you do end up getting short, you can just cut another triangle and stick it in. Now there's different ways to do the starburst technique. Some people will do long triangles, not different sizes, and they'll just have them all going in kind of one direction. Yeah, that one's going to be a bit big of a gap, so I did mess up there. So let's move this over a little bit. See, this is why I like to use the Tombow, because I can still move it. Some people don't leave the cardstock between, so you see how I'm leaving a strip of the Mossy Meadow showing through. Some people don't do that. They'll put the strips right up against each other. So there's lots of different ways that you can do this card, and all of them are correct. Is that better, Sandy? Hopefully it is. Okay, and we're almost there. So I hope you guys are having a great, great day. My husband, it's going to be cold this weekend. I think it's going down to 12 degrees and 2 or 3 or at night or something like that. And he wants to go fishing. He's crazy. Oops, I should have turned this one the other way. So we're going to move this one up so that I'm at the edge of the paper there. And that's okay, because we're going to put our gnome here. So if I'm a little bit off here with the center, that's fine. Because our gnome can go there. So I do want the corner covered. There we go. Now how did that work? Why am I... Oh, because I have pieces over here. Look at this. How do I have pieces over here? That'll work. Okay. One more. Let's see. How's this going to go in here? It's not going to go. There we go. That'll work. Okay. So that's all we do. And then we're going to let this dry a little bit. We're going to do our stamping while this dries. And then we're going to just cut off all of the edges here. Okay. And then we'll have our card front. And then we don't have to worry about this little piece here, because that is where we'll put our gnome. So we're going to hide this ugliness here. So let's just put that aside for now, and we will do some stamping and some coloring. So I'm going to color with my blends. So I am going to use the Memento ink. Okay. And I just like to give it a little squish around. Oh, I can't believe I just got ink on it. Can you? Oh, okay, flip it over. Ink on my fingers. If it's not glue, it's ink that I get everywhere. So we will put him there. We will take our sentiment. I'm going to use A Little Christmas Wish because I think that's really cute. And we will put that up here. We're going to color him with blends, and we're just going to stamp our sentiment here. If I can get it straight, that's not too bad. And maybe I will do, while I have the ink out, I'm using I like on the inside of my cards, I like big sentiments. So I am using this sentiment here from the Tag Buffet. May the good times of today become the cherished memories of tomorrow. Wishing you lots of love, joy, and happiness. I think that's a really cute saying for a Christmas card. So I should really get out my mat, but let's see how this goes. Okay, and I'll just stick that down here. It is a big stamp, so I'm going to give it a little bit of pressure before I lift it up. And there we are. Kind of straight. It'll work. All right. So now let's get out our blend. So I do want to keep with the greens. And so what do I have? I have Mossy Meadow here. I have Old Olive. I have Real Red. I have Smoky Slate. And for his nose and that, I'm going to use Petal Pink. All right. So I'm going to do, so we're just going to color now. So hopefully you guys can chat with me while I color. Did you have some Owen time today, Sandy? How is he doing? Hopefully he's doing well. Okay, and then I'm just going to color in his hat. I am using the colors that are in the DSP just because you don't want too many colors going on. It'll be too busy if you mix and match too much. So I'm sticking primarily to the colors that are in the DSP, which is Real Red, Mossy Meadow. Now, it's Pear Pizzazz, which is actually in the DSP, but we don't have a Pear Pizzazz blend. So I am using Old Olive because that was the closest I could get. And I wanted a lighter green than the Mossy Meadow. But I am coloring his shirt in Mossy Meadow. Look how cute he is. Oh, I think he's adorable. All right, light Old Olive. I need a new Old Olive. Look at how much I'm losing my tip. I still have ink, but I use these blends so much. Do try and stay in the lines, unlike me. Haha. But that's okay. People will know it's homemade. I'm going to put them with little green Birkenstocks, I think, with slippers. What do you think? Red and green slippers too, just to be in the festive spirit. All right. Full day of cuddles. Oh, that's a perfect day to me. Cuddling with a baby is just the best thing, eh? All right, we're almost done our coloring and our stamping, and then we are ready to put the card together. So I'm just coloring it in with the light gray, and I'm going to do a little bit of, not really shadowing, just add some multicolors in here in his beard and his wonderful mustache. I think he needs to go to a barber. I think he's got a COVID mustache going on. What do you guys think? And then I'm just going to color in his nose and his skin. And I'll make his nose a little bit more cheery, a little bit pinker. There, we're done. So now I'm going to move all of these markers out of the way. And we will bring, well, let's just glue that down. My speaker is going funny on me. So we're just going to glue this down. And then we can trim. Oh, he's so cute. All right, so we can trim our Starburst. So the best, easiest way to do that, the reason I left it was so that I can let the glue dry. So, because I do not like getting glue on my blade. So all I'm gonna do is line this up. Okay, it doesn't have to be exact because we are going to trim this piece of paper down a little bit more as well. But I just want to make sure that I get clean cuts. So again, I'm just going to line up all the little pieces here with the hole there. You can see the hole in the, so I know where I'm cutting. And just cut it. Move all the pieces off. He must be getting big now. How old is he, Sandy? There we go. See, it doesn't matter that I cut off a little piece there. I wasn't paying attention, but that's okay because I'm going to trim it to be another layer, but I just want to make sure that we got it well. All right. So all these pieces, I should be putting them in my garbage can, but I'm not. How cute is that? All right, so now I am going to take a little bit off of this side, I think. Let me get my gnome. Yep, so I'm going to take a little bit off of this side and a little bit off of the top because I don't like this corner here. So I'm going to measure this to 5 inches. So it's going to be 5 by 3 3/4. I'm going to do this side. Okay. So put this away. As you can see, it will fit nicely on here with a good border. So we're going to adhere this down, but first we're going to put our ribbon around just this, the DSP piece. So this is the crinkled seam binding ribbon. So all I'm going to do, I want it to go around where I'm going to put the gnome, kind of in the middle. So I'm going to add a glue dot on either side where I want it. Okay, so I'll put it a little bit higher than center. Oops, I didn't get that glue dot. And then this one here. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see that those 2 glue dots. This is the way I save ribbon because, well, because I like to save ribbon. I'm frugal. I could wrap it all the way around, but this way no one's going to see that, so why waste your ribbon? And of course, where did I leave my snips? I cleaned up my desk, and now I can't find anything because it's too clean. All right, so now I'm just going to glue this down. 6 months soon. Where's the time going? My goodness. Soon he's going to be moving. Then you won't have any peace when you're looking after him. You'll be running all day long. All right. Which way am I going to do this? Put it there. Okay, and then we're going to stick him here. I'm just going to use glue. You could use dimensionals, pop it up if you wanted to. It is pretty thick though with the DSP. So if you are mailing it, and I am going to pop up the sentiment, so you may not want to pop it up too much. All right, and then for the sentiment, all I'm going to do is chop it here. You can use a punch if you have a punch, but I'll show you how to do an easy banner without a punch. So all you do is cut in the middle, okay, make a snip, bring it from the corner to that snip, and bring it from this corner to that snip. And there you go, you got a little banner. So we'll pop that up. Where do we do? Right there? That works. Doesn't that work? I can't believe he's 6 months. It just seems like last month he was born. Oh, I guess time flies, eh? All right. So we will put this here. And we're almost done. Just put it together. We could do a bow one here. I don't think I like that bow. So I'm going to try it without the bow. And you guys can let me know what you think. With or without a bow. Okay. And then we just want the inside. And then we're all done. Wow. What it is a cute cherry bright card. And really easy to make. And you don't use a lot of DSP, so it's really good for if you need to make tons of them, that you can do so. There we are. So this one I used a bit of a lesser border. I actually think I like that one better, but very similar. So with or without the bow, what do you think? You like the bow? All right. Let's stick the bow on then. You would make me tie it, eh? All fingers and all thumbs. Of course, it's not going to work for me on the video, is it? All right. So, I mentioned earlier that I have a class to go October 22nd that is using this gnome set. If you purchase the stamp set from me, you actually get the class for free. And it's 4 cards, and they are cute. It is using DSP from here too, and this DSP is part of our sale that starts tomorrow. So we have a designer series paper sale that starts tomorrow. There's paper from both the annual catalog and the mini, and this paper is in it. I am so excited. So you could get the card class with the kits and a PDF instruction and get all of your Christmas cards done by November. Wouldn't that be cool? All right, so if you want information, I'll put a link at the bottom of this video to my class. And it's a class to go, so it's all done at whenever you want to do it. PDF step-by-step instructions will be provided. And I love that DSP too. I love it. There's so many DSPs actually that I love that I need to make a lot more cards so I can use it all. All right, guys. So this is it. I hope you enjoyed making this card tonight with me. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for leaving comments. And you guys have an amazing evening and an amazing week. And we'll see you here next week. Talk soon. Bye.